Let's talk about worth. So, I grew up in abundance on the material level. I'm talking, you know, asking my dad for stuff and getting basically pretty much everything I wanted. I'm talking about being given lots of money. I'm talking about expensive big cars. I'm talking about big gardens. I'm talking about big houses. I'm talking about my peers, my friends having big houses, some of them mansions, abundance, going on holiday a lot, right? Talking about all of these stuff, all these kinds of things. Now, worth, on some level, I felt I wasn't worthy of those things. And that was partly because I viewed the disparity between me and other people, majority in the world, as unequal and not balanced. And so I wanted to kind of, like my counteracting to that was to find balance by becoming a normal person with a normal income and normal things. And I see now that that was actually toxic. It was necessary for me to go through that journey and experience it, and also to see, this is actually what I'm doing here is actually addressing things from the surface level, from the outside, whereas really what's going on in a very core part of me is I feel unworthy. I feel unworthy of all these gifts. I feel unworthy of all this wealth, this abundance. I actually don't feel worthy of it. And uncomfortable. It feels uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable with it. And so now that I'm addressing, and I have addressed this core wound of unworthiness, of feeling unworthy of love, of things, of people, of relationships, it's completely shifted my reality. It's completely changed things in ways that are mind-blowing and heart-expanding for me. And the invitation here is to go beyond the surface and look at what's underneath. What is the actual belief system, the perception, the trauma, the fear, the hurt that is causing these behaviors and perceptions in life which do not bring us satisfaction, do not bring us fulfillment. Going beyond the surface level, right? Love is existential. Look at what gives you value. This is about examining what we feel gives us value. And it's just about doing the same thing as what I think gives me value. So I realized in my life that all of these things that I do that don't bring me happiness, ultimately don't bring me ultimate fulfillment. They're trying to get. And so, whether it's the most beautiful girlfriend, the biggest bank account, lots of people around me, lots of friends, being spiritual, being fit, being healthy, having good looks, maintaining my looks, the way I speak, my voice, talents and gifts, expressing my talents and gifts, having knowledge, right? Knowing things, knowing important things, traveling a lot, my intelligence, my awareness, the quality of my clothes, the gear I have, living in a big house, owning my own home, being successful, being wanted, feeling wanted, being seen by others, as worthy, as successful, as being wanted, as being desirable, even being of selfless service. At some level, I've identified them as all coming from the core wound of unworthiness, of not feeling worthy. And so I have to have these outside or appearances. I have to play this act, this role in the world of appearances to make out that I'm worthy, to make out that I'm lovable, to play as if I'm lovable. Because at some level I'm thinking, well, if I just have that, then I will be loved. If I just get there, then I'll be worthy. And it's so core, it's so core. And if you're watching this and it clicks, it resonates, or you hate what I'm saying, there's something here for you in really opening up this Pandora's box of behaviors and long-held beliefs, and ultimately ways to try and get love, because we don't feel like we are lovable or worthy. And so the invitation here is to really look and see what's true. Is it true? And when I looked, and I continue to look, it started a long time ago, but the realization slowly dawned on me over time and came to a crescendo when there was just this obvious seeing that the whole house of cards came falling down, because it was based on a fabrication, it's based on a lie, a distortion. So when I really looked and saw with courage and commitment, I saw that what I believed was untrue. And so the invitation here is to see what is actually true. That's the invitation. So going beyond the surface level, having courage, having curiosity, and looking what deeply motivates all the behaviors, and the sabotage, the self-sabotage, the saboteur, the betrayal, the self-betrayal inside us, this pattern. And that may show up in many different ways, or it might show up in one particular core way throughout your life. And so the invitation here is to look and to see that, to get curious and be brave to face it, because it can look ugly when we see the lie. When you come across a lie, right? When you see someone lying or hear them, it's ugly, right? It's not a pleasant thing, because it's incoherence. And when I saw my own lies, and it was all just a call for love, it was so illuminating, and still is every time I dare to go there, in every new moment, and see the lie and what it's based on, and that it came from early childhood experiences. That's the most of it, and there's other influences. So I hope this video has been helpful. Know that you are loved, that you are love, that you are worthy, absolutely deserving of the best of everything. And if you'd like to get a bit more clear about all of this, to get some clarity, to activate a vision for your future that is compelling, where you feel genuinely worthy and loved, so you can really be fulfilled, then there's an invitation to book a call with me using the link below, or just typing in the comments clarity. No obligation, no pressure. So, hope that's been helpful. My name's Jody Dean. And may you live your best life. May you love yourself. May you shine and radiate who you really are. Bye for now.